Mom shook me awake and ignored my attempts to hide under a pillow. Zora, Zora, wake up, my child. Do I have to? Things are so hectic here right now. You can't stay home. What if I get distracted on the way to the meeting? I might get lost or fall down a hole if you aren't there to stop me. She was in a good mood. She laughed as she spoke. Why are you like this in the morning? I should ask you the same thing. I got out of bed and started to get dressed. God, it's like me and my dad, except the reverse. Like, I'm such a morning person. Like, I am my character's mom in the morning, and like my dad is like, ugh. I got out of bed and started to get dressed. Mom continued to prance around the room. Why are you in such a good mood? More so than usual, anyway. I had good dreams. She shrugged and began to page through one of her books while she waited for me. It wasn't like her to let anything spoil her fun times, so I shouldn't be surprised. I finished getting ready and we headed towards the town hall meeting. Mom left me at the entrance to speak to the mayor, and I went to find coffee. Took a cup that looked fuller than the others and leaned against the wall to watch people come and go before the mayor began to speak. Everyone just looked tired. Vince appeared next to the mayor, whispered something in his ear, and then walked away. That seemed to be what he had been waiting for, because he approached the podium to speak. Good morning, Camden. I'm excited to remind you of all of the upcoming Winter Festival that will be held here next week. I also want to announce that there has been no new reports of the stomach bug. I waited, but he never said anything about the protest. I had expected something. I'm not sure what. I looked around, and there were other people whispering to each other. Couldn't tell if it was about what I was thinking or something else. The town hall meeting was done, and nothing, not a word. I tried to listen to what everyone was saying around me, but most people seemed more concerned about the upcoming Winter Festival thing. I started to leave, but everyone I knew was there. Gloria was by the table, gathering unused coffee. Micah was studying the bulletin board. Jude was looking around the room nervously. Ava was laughing with some security officers. I could go talk to someone if I wanted to. I mean, at this point, you don't even really have to ask. If I get an opportunity to talk to Ava or Jude, I'm in. I started to approach Jude, but when he noticed, he waved me away. I froze and he motioned towards the exit. I took a hesitant step and he nodded, so I left and went to the hall. I stepped out and after a moment, Jude joined me. Zora. Jude, what? I gestured around wildly. I almost got into the radio room. He whispered, stepping closer so I could hear him. I think someone noticed, so I backed up, and I was just waiting for another chance. I think I drew too much attention, though. I nodded slowly. Radio room? There is a room off the community center that holds all the radio equipment. I just thought they might have some interesting things laying around that they didn't need, right? Don't make me an accomplice. I am curious, but I don't want him to get in trouble, and especially if I got caught, like, that would look bad for me as a security officer. But I don't know if I tell him that he's gonna get caught, I don't know if he'll appreciate that. I am curious. I don't want to upset him. I bet they have all kinds of neat gadgets in there. The fact that I'm overthinking all of this so much is hilarious. Oh my god, it's just a fucking visual novel. This dude's not real. It doesn't matter, but I sure am thinking about it a lot. I bet they have all kinds of neat gadgets in there, but they would probably notice if something went missing. Okay, well at least she said something. Right, okay. I just wanted to see how they have their gear set up. I've almost got enough stuff to start getting my own radio working. They're illegal. No one is supposed to have one in case it interferes with Camden's main radio, but it's not a big deal, alright? I want to know what it's like up there, don't you? See how people are doing? Do you think the mayor has even tried to contact Ofsted? If he's contacted them, he hasn't shared any news. The radio is probably down anyway. I just thought if people had some closure, then things would calm down. See, he's doing it out of the good of his heart, and I love that. He is a, like, what's the alignment that I'm thinking of, like the D&D alignment chart? What's the one that he's chaotic good, right? That's one? Yeah, I feel like he's pretty chaotic good. He does bad things, but, you know, for the good of things. And I like that. I appreciate that. I shrugged. He was probably right, but he was rubbing his face and didn't seem to want to talk about it anymore. He left to head back to his place. I went back inside. I looked around until I saw Mom standing by the mayor. Standing so close. I sighed and took some tentative steps towards her. I didn't want to just leave. Mom, I'm heading back. Mom turned back to me and smiled softly. Of course, I have a bit of work to do. I'll see you tonight by dinner time, okay? Zora, I'm sorry to keep your mother so busy. I hope you know how much of a help she is to me. Uh-huh. Camilla, truly, you've helped me in so many ways. Oh, you stop that. I'm too old to blush. He smiled at her, and I was clearly forgotten, so I backed up and made my exit. Ugh. I had some time to do something, so I went back to the gym and worked out. Later, Tabby. And then... Jude! 2 hearts! Our first 2 hearts! Hell yeah. Okay, so we did the right thing then. That's good. That's good. Okay, this time we'll go to Icarus again. Wait, no, I already went. No, never mind. No, I went to the library last time, I think. I walked in feeling a little more exhausted than usual. Then I glanced around and saw something that made me even more tired. Mom was here with the mayor. They hadn't seen me yet. Was this something I really wanted to deal with right now? I don't want to spy on them. I mean, yes, I am suspicious about this man and his intentions, but spying is wrong. Everybody, spying is wrong. So I'm just gonna, I don't need a drink, I'll just duck out. I decided to just slowly back out before they dragged me into the conversation. Yeah, I don't want to talk to them, are you kidding me? I don't want to talk to that guy. Especially not when my mom is so fucking obsessed with him. That just sounds uncomfortable.
Oh, hi, Bobby. Can I help you? Are you coming up? No, you're not gonna? You can come up if you want to sit. Come on. You can come up if you want to sit. Come on. Yeah, come on. You want to be on camera? Oh, hi, baby. Hi. Hi, baby. Oh, you say hi to people? No, you gonna leave? Where you going? Oh, you're gonna get on my desk? Oh, that's fun. Oh, Lord. Thomas, no. Baby. You can sit, Thomas. Oh, you gonna say something to the people? Oh, you're just gonna sit there. Aw. Oh, that's so cute, Tom. You never sit there. Yeah, let me move this out of your way. You want me to listen? You want to listen to me read this story? He's such a good boy. Oh, you like that? Don't eat it, please. Oh, are you gonna eat it? Oh, don't do that.
Mwah. Okay. Okay. Is that about where it was before? I shouldn't have moved it around like that. Tommy, you want to listen to me read this story? Okay. Let's see. Where were we? We're on day 6, week 6, day 2. I walked in and noticed that everyone was looking extra busy. Vince was standing near the assignment bulletin, and when I approached, he spoke to me. The inspection is today, so make sure you look sharp and busy. I nodded. I was meant to do paperwork today anyway. I sat at my desk and started to get everything settled when the door opened. The mayor walked in, and the air changed. I felt tense, but then I saw a familiar smile beside him. Mom was here too. Sorry. Tommy, you're so cute. She gave me an overly friendly wave, which I awkwardly returned. There were a few curious glances sent my way, but I tried to ignore them. Just get back to work, Zora. Vince started to take the mayor back to his office to discuss numbers of some kind. I began to fill out the forms again when someone tapped me on the shoulder. I turned and Mom was smiling at me. Why are you giving me that face? How's work going? Don't you need to, I don't know, help the mayor with stuff or something? I'm sure he can manage without me for a few moments. She looked over my shoulder and I forgot the urge to cover up the paperwork. She was making me nervous. Do you have to? She took a step back, rolling her eyes. So, how have you liked working here? I like it. Oh, I should have said the last one. Well, oh well. It's great. Some of the work I do is really interesting. We didn't have anything like this on the surface. Oh, that's good to hear. I hadn't noticed the mayor sneak up on us. Did he have to be so quiet? Camilla, I believe we are done here. Perhaps you'd like to stay behind to spend time with your daughter? No, I'm fine. I mean, I've got work to do. She gave me a quick hug. It's alright, I'll see you later tonight. Rick looked between us and then stiffly patted my shoulder, making my chest tighten. I froze as he awkwardly said goodbye, and then they both walked out. After they were gone, I threw myself into work so no one would ask me why the mayor was behaving so familiar with me. Yeah, that's probably not a good thing, especially at a time like this. Okay, let's see. Today we'll go... What did we do last time? I think we went to... the library? Did we go to the library, Tommy? Do you remember? You were sleeping on the bed. You might not remember. You look sleepy still. Aww. I guess we'll just go to Icarus, because I actually don't remember what we did last time. Nothing particularly interesting was going on in Icarus today, so we could hang out with Sam, I guess. We never do that. Sam looked unusually busy today. Sorry. Tommy just turned around and started looking at the screen. He's like watching now. I walked in and close enough for her to nod at me. Start to complain. Oh no, he's looking at the mouse. Tommy, please don't. This is a really nice monitor. I don't want you scratching it up. I am so damn behind. The mayor needs me to get me an assistant or something. Fuck. Yeah, running this place alone must be hard. Yeah, but I'm just bitching. This ain't nothing compared to what I was running on the surface. At least here I don't have to serve the occasional Sandman or warlord. I shuddered. That must have been awful. I can help you clean up if you like. Sam glanced at me, eyebrow raised. Then she pointed towards the sink of dirty dishes. I'm not about to stop you. Help yourself. I ran the water and started to wash the dishes. It was mostly glasses and pitchers, so it was easy. There was just a lot of it. As time crawled on, patrons had begun to leave. It grew quieter and quieter. Then it was only me and Sam. Icarus gets pretty busy at night. It's crazier on the weekends. Makes sense. Crowds are nowhere near as bad as my old place. I didn't even have a name, just the bar. Really? I was set up in a small outpost town between the cities, at least until the Sandmen came and trashed the place. A warlord? Yeah, they fucked everything. She gritted her teeth and began to wipe down the corner furiously. People were killed. She slammed her fist on the table and then buried her face in her hands. Thanks for the chat. You can go now. Her voice was a whisper. Sam, just go. I backed away and left. She looked ready to throw stuff at me. Must have brought up some bad memories. It wasn't my fault. I didn't bring up bad memories. But we did get some points with Sam. Okay, good. Now I feel like I need to hang out with Gloria just once so I can get points with her, and so that we'll have some points at least everywhere, because not having points for only one of the characters is really throwing me off. I don't like how it looks. What do you think, Tom Tom? You do boo boo? Are you the baby boy? Will you please give me a kiss? What are you looking? Oh, you're looking at my antlers again. Will you please give me a kiss? Okay, so this time back to the gym, and I think oh, Vince! Okay, never mind. When I walked into the gym, I saw Tabby wasn't alone. She was standing in a pose with her father. He appeared to be teaching her self-defense. I'll watch quietly. They didn't seem to mind me observing, so I stuck around until I got bored. Feeling tired after all that exertion, I decided to head home and take the longest possible shower that I could. What exertion? Tommy, don't. Tommy. Tommy, don't. Thank you. Good boy. Yeah, what exertion? You didn't do shit. You just watched two people work out instead. That does sound tiring. Okay. There was a sense of relief in the air now that the inspection was over. Did my work as usual and looked forward to the weekend. After a few hours, Vince called a meeting, which was just him shouting for everyone to turn their heads to face him. We've located a storage area for black market goods in one of the abandoned homes. With them being confiscated, we all need to be on the alert for more theft to replace these goods. We will also be adding patrols specifically to look over empty housing to hopefully make it harder for the black market sellers to store their goods. Make them store it closer to home. Then we can catch them that much faster. I really, really, really hope that Jude doesn't get in trouble for stealing things. If he gets caught up in this whole black market thing, I'm gonna cry. With a nod, he ended the meeting and everyone went back to work. I saw Ava and pulled her aside. Is there a big black market down here? It's not that big, but it exists. Unfortunately, whoever is behind it never gets caught. Drives the mayor and Vince crazy. But what would they even sell? Honestly, I'm not sure. Drugs, stolen goods. You don't really know? Ava shook her head. Only a few people are allowed to deal with the inventory. I'm dying to know what's in it, but Vince has probably already redistributed it or destroyed it. Redistributed it? I know sometimes painkillers are stolen from the clinic. If we find them, we return them there. Makes sense. I nodded, and Ava was pulled away. We both had to get back to work. Work was over, and I had some time to kill. My god. So I went to the library. Nothing particularly interesting. See what Trevor was up to. Now that we're a little Brian, I almost called him Sam. Brian, you're here too. Brian was here again. He was leaning heavily against the counter and smiling at Trevor. As far as I could tell, Brian was the only person who held any affection for the librarian. He spoke to me without even looking over. Hey, Zora. Hey, Brian. Go on then. Trevor was sorting through some papers and appeared to be willfully ignoring Brian. He had no problem telling anyone off, so I assumed if Brian really bothered him, he would say something. I rolled my eyes at Trevor and retreated under the shelves. I made a show of heading towards the back of the library, but then I quickly looped around. Why was Brian always hanging out here? When I got close enough to overhear them, Stood as quietly as possible. It's getting late. I know, right? Hey, why? I'm actually really busy today, so you should just go home already. There was a heavy quiet between them. I'll stop by tomorrow, okay? You never borrow any books. Why do you even come here? I think you know why, but I suppose I could try to make it more obvious. I covered my eyes. I couldn't see them, but it seemed like things were becoming just a bit more intimate. I suppose I had my answer, though I didn't understand why Brian was so smitten when Trevor seemed nothing but annoyed. I told you, just go. I'm busy. Alright, if you really want me to. I do. I could hear Brian leaving, and I ducked back through the shelves so I could find a book. Trevor would melt me with his death glare if he saw that I had been eavesdropping. Something was going on between them. Whatever it was seemed complicated. Yeah, you're telling me, but I fucking called it. I don't think I said it. But in the last, recording session of this, I was like, oh, I bet they're in love. I should have... Tommy, don't do that on the table. Hun, he's chasing his tail. Thomas, stop. You're gonna fall, hun. Thomas, no. Stop. No. Don't bite me. Please don't. You're gonna hurt yourself. Thank you. As I was saying, yeah, I was I was thinking it. I knew I should have said something because I fucking called it. I peeked out and saw that Trevor looked extra evil, so I left him without bothering to check out a book. Tommy, don't go. No, baby boy, don't jump down. Why are you leaving? Where are you going? Okay. Tommy time over. That was fun, though. Work was over. Some time to kill. Back to the gym. And Gloria's here. Hi, Gloria? I never see Gloria. I'd never also see Micah. It must be maybe a sort of thing, depending on who you have. No, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say it must be depending on who you have points with, you see them more often, but I don't have any points with Gloria, so that doesn't make sense actually. I walked in and saw Gloria walking slowly along the track. Hey, Gloria. Hey, I didn't know you were into fitness. Okay, sure. I am, I guess. It's always a good skill to have. That's good. That's good. We fell quiet, but I got the strong feeling she was waiting for me to continue the conversation. I should say something, but what? I don't want to flirt. I'm not interested in her like that. She's so cute, though. I love the hair, and her fit is the cutest thing, actually. Maybe I would. No. I don't need another character to like. I've got Jude. We're going for Jude. I think it's set in stone at this point. We're going to Jude. So we'll just talk, because for some reason, the only other option... What are you doing? Tommy's playing around with plastic bags. For some reason, the only other option is to brag about yourself? Okay. Tommy, are you okay? Tommy, don't mess with that. See, this is why you shouldn't, if you have a cat, this is why you shouldn't let them in your room when you're recording videos. Foolish, silly me thought he would be fine. He's usually not like this when I record. He's usually a little angel who just sleeps on my bed. And now he's eating my plastic plant. Thomas. He's just looming. I hope he stays there the rest of the time. Okay. Back to it then. Love you, puppy. Okay, sorry. We'll just work out then. I'm not interested in bragging. I gave her a friendly wave and went back to do what I had come to do. It was getting late. Oh, yep. Getting late, tired. Sorry, Gloria. I don't want to flirt with you. Sat on my bed and sighed. There were so many things on my mind. Specifically, yes, Jude! Oh! This feels like an important event. This must be like a... Thomas? Psst. Don't put at me. No. Behave yourself. I wonder if, like, this is, like, I almost said, like, a turning point, but it's probably not a turning point, because it seems like... Tommy, stop, you're gonna break something. Thomas, stop. Tom, leave your tail alone, baby. So yeah, I was gonna say like a turning point, but I don't think it would come to that just yet, because we just... Well, I was gonna say we just started. This is like 3 hours into the game, and I don't actually know how long it is. But, it seems like it's kind of like a turning point where, like, oh, like, we have more hearts with Jude than anybody else, and so it's, like, pushing us towards Jude more, you know, that kind of thing. And I don't know if that's because it's the end of the game almost, or what. But that's definitely what's happening. Although, I hope it's not the end of the game, because I haven't really had much time to, like, get hearts and stuff. I only got 2, so it would be weird if it was the end of the game. Hold on, my cat's trying to leave. Oh my god. Finally, his tyranny has ended, and I can finish recording this in peace. Oh my god. But, yeah, so, I was saying, yeah, it would be weird if this was, like, the end of the game, because we only got 2 hearts, so we haven't really had much opportunity to, like, fully fill up the heart meter. But anyway, specifically of one person, Jude. I'm not sure when the feelings started to develop. Anytime anyone had seemed a little interesting on the surface, something would happen to ruin it. Things were different now, sure. Maybe I should just forget about it. Or I could go see him. I covered my face and felt torn between several feelings. In the end, I couldn't fight it, so I got up and headed out to try and find Jude. Finally found Jude at Icarus. He was face down on the table alone. Sam was busy at the bar. Would have thought he was asleep, but his arms were outstretched and he was snapping at his rubber band. This poor dude is going through it. The bar was starting to get busy. I really wanted to talk to Jude. I nibbled on my lip a bit. Would it be weird for me to approach him? No, I had done it before. I took a hesitant step forward and then one back, then another forward, and Jude raised his head. I froze, but he had seen me. Shit. He leaned up and rolled his shoulders. He watched me expectantly. Oh no, what was I supposed to do? Should I wave? I was taking too long, and he cocked his head slightly to the side and then waved me over. I walked over and sat in the booth, and he motioned me, when he motioned me to. This is another thing I love about this, is, like, it's the, like, two awkward, like, the two most awkward people in the world, and I love that dynamic. Hey, Zora. Hi. He looked at me, his brow raised curiously. Is something wrong? You're acting weird as fuck. I laughed uncomfortably and then cleared my throat. Why was I so nervous? I just got a lot on my mind. I love a drunk, tired, sleepy mind. Jude blinked and then started to slide out of the booth. Let me, get you a drink, okay? I just nodded, not trusting myself to say anything else. He went up to the bar and spoke to Sam. She handed him 2 drinks, and he started to walk back. Took a few breaths and told myself to act like I normally would. Here, I got you a sunrise. Is that alright? Yeah, thanks. He handed me the drink, and I took a long sip and hoped the liquor would calm my nerves. So, what's up with you? Oh, nothing really. I'm just tense as hell. I laughed and took another drink. Jude frowned. This must be hard on you. You only got here a few weeks ago and things are so crazy. This isn't what it's normally like. What was it like before? Well, not like this. Everyone seemed content to follow the mayor. Now people are protesting, but being openly ignored and silenced. It's crazy. I nodded. It'll be alright in the end, I think. It'll just take some time and then things will settle back down. That's good. We fell quiet again. I started to think of something to say, but Jude leaned back and averted his gaze. You going to that stupid winter thing tomorrow? Yeah, isn't everyone? Well, I'm going. Yeah. So maybe I'll see you there? Oh. We could hang out. It might make it less boring. Yeah, we should meet up when we get there. He nodded and grinned. Okay, I'll find you when I get there. We fell into another silence. I felt so damn awkward. I took a deep breath and thought of something to talk about. Let's talk about itchy nose. Let's talk about how itchy my nose always is. Let's talk about your tech. Have you found any new tech lately? Nothing that interesting. I've started to sort through bits so I can start fixing up what I have. Bits? Like screws and coils? Yeah, it'll help if I have things organized. Right now it's just all stuffed wherever it'll go. I nodded and glanced down at my drink. I took another sip. Jude opened his mouth to say something, but his name was called out across the bar. Jude, come here. This damn thing's busted. Jude sighed and ran a hand through his hair to brush it out of his face a bit. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Zora? Yeah, I'll see you there too, Jude. He nodded and left to see what Sam needed help with. Did he just ask me out on a date? Ooh! Hell yeah.